Hey guys, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another plan with me to share with you all, and this week we are planning for the week of February 19th to, February 20th. Oh my god, February 25th. So for this week, I'm using this Scribble Prints kit called Galentines that I actually drew the art for, and I think it's adorable if I do say so myself. I really love all the different shades of pink and like magentas in this kit. I thought it would be the perfect time to use it, not only in February, but also for the week that Andrea and I went to Define and Flourish, because, you know, Galentines, your planner gal pals, I thought it would be super cute, so it encompassed my want and need for all the lovey-dovey kids, plus planner friends and things like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just put down the washi, the full boxes, glitter headers, and I think I end up putting the deco on sometime later. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that and be right back. So with the base of the week all done, I went ahead and moved over to the sidebar. I go ahead and put down the 2 habit trackers that come in the kit. As always, one for washing my face and the other one for vitamins. I'm going to go and kind of like accent the habit tracker with these 2 mini icons, one with a face and then one with a heart. After that, I grab a piece of the washi that has the brick pattern and a magenta to put a to-do list in. So I go ahead and grab that, stick that in. I don't remember if I had trouble doing this, but for some reason I think I had some trouble doing this, although it looks kind of like I shouldn't. But anyway, after I place that down, I grab an ombre heart checklist in that same magenta color and put that down with some space underneath the bit of washi that sticks out. I decided to put my to-do list up higher. Normally I put it down a little lower because I didn't have a not a quarter box. I didn't use a half box to mark the Harry Potter book I was reading because I was still reading Prisoner of Azkaban for the 3rd week. I can't believe it's taken me 3 weeks to finish that book. But yeah, so I decided to put the to-do list up higher, and then I put the work header underneath the ombre heart checklist, and then I grabbed the fancy appointment label on the freebie to mark my work overtime. And then I did still want to include a quarter box, so for this week, since I was going to Houston with the Ravers, I put down a this week header, a quarter box, the sparkly one, and then I grab one of the heart sticker, not the heart stickers, but it is Andrea and I in like the Fox and Cactus Girls little custom couples within the heart. I put that towards the bottom of the box, and then that is to mark that this week I was going to Houston, Texas, baby. I was wanting to say that everywhere all weekend because it was so funny. If anybody watches Liza Koshy, that's probably one of my favorite parts in all her videos is when she says Houston, Texas, and then Beyonce sings in the background. It's fantastic. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and fill in my entire sidebar, and then we will move on to the next thing that I do, which I don't remember, but we'll find out together. So the next thing I'm going to do is place down all of this deco, and then I think I go in with my Little Miss Papery work labels, which did anybody see? She made them foiled. Ugh. I'm going to need a whole stash in every color of the rainbow and metallics to just fit any and all of my kits. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I don't know if it'll be easier if I do that part in the beginning with all the other sped up stuff. You guys let me know. I don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we'll be back we'll be back, or did I mean to say we'll or will? But I'll be back to do the rest of this week. Now moving on to a Monday, I go ahead and take this peach, what color is this? Baby pink. Let's go with baby pink. This baby pink colored little thing that has the package like icon on it, and of course I wanted a circle, so I grabbed the mini icon and placed that over top of it. And I write that I got a package from Windsor. Then after that, I grab a Mandy Dreams glitter, I was gonna say glitter flag. It's a glitter film slate icon in that kind of like hot pink color. Do you guys care what color it is, or do you just care what sticker it is? I think I'm just going to mention the sticker from now on. So I use that glitter film slate to mark that I wanted it to publish my plan with me. And then after that, I grab another mini icon, this time the @ symbol, to mark that I wanted to email Jessica from Kittenish Girl Plans. She put up her like custom fashion girls, like you could buy them. So I was like, hey girl, hey, I want another one, because it's gonna be a good one. I kind of want, you guys can probably figure out what it's gonna be, but like I'm so excited. No, it's not a boyfriend. Okay, maybe you can't figure out what it's gonna be. But yeah, so anyway, I had to email her. Then I wanted to mark that Brian, Kirsten, and I took a lunch break during work to go and get Ginya. We're the worst when it comes to like all working together because we're always just so hungry and we start talking about food. But like, to be fair, there's a lot of food in Austin, so we're always like, but also we kind of just like always want ramen. So it's not a very good argument, but I tried. So I removed the glitter header and then I put down this hot pink label. Is it called label? It's called label. This hot pink label with a Once More With Love ramen munchkin over top of it to mark that we went to Ginya. It was so good. No regrets. It was delicious. We ended up taking another lunch break, but this time with Ryan on Wednesday, but we'll get to that. After lunch, I wanted to mark that I came home and drew for a little bit, so I used a Clever Gal Crafts sprinkly foiled, I don't know what they're actually called. What are they called? I'll figure it out for next time. But one of these foiled flags to mark that I wanted to draw, and then along with a script draw sticker that Andrea had made for me. And then I wanted to mark that I wanted to take out recycling because it was 2 bags worth of recycling that needed to be taken out. So I needed to mark that. And then after the recycling, I just grabbed another label in that baby pink color along with the girl from Little Magic Prince that Andrea turned into a sticker with her little high pony and her like Harry Potter glasses to mark that I read for the rest of the night. Moving on to Tuesday, there was actually not a lot that I needed to mark. There was nothing I had planned to do, no chores, no nothing, and I was exhausted. I feel like this whole week I haven't gotten any sleep, including when we went to Houston. But Houston was so worth it. So I grabbed a piece of the brick washi and then one of these Coffee Monsters Co. emojis that has like bags under its eyes, and it just says so tired. And I didn't even care that I used one of like the medium sized ones because I was just like falling asleep everywhere. It just like my eyeballs hurt. That's how tired I was. Then after that, I did draw when I got home. So I grabbed another one of the Clever Gal Crafts page flags and that draw script again and marked that. Then I grabbed another emoji, this one hanging up clothes on a clothesline to mark that I wanted to pick up the clothes that I lazily left everywhere around my room. I don't usually get messy, but when I do, I get really messy. So I wanted to make sure to pick up my clothing. Plus, I had nothing else to mark. And then I did only start planning this week on Tuesday. So I grabbed a Once More With Love planner kind of spread open, and then with a coffee and stickers and a pen to take up a little bit of space, but also to mark that I did a lot of planning. And then since it was pretty big, and I should have probably put it on a piece of washi and just left it, but I don't know. I decided let's get creative, and I wrote plan vertically instead of horizontally like I do every other word. I don't love how it turned out, but you know, it was cute or whatever. And then the last thing I wanted to mark was that my sister found a new bodysuit that she wanted us to wear in Vegas, so I ordered that one instead of keeping the one that had just come in on that Monday. So I used the Once More with Love munchkin that came on the freebie in the kit on the laptop to mark that. Wednesday was a sort of other cuckoo bananas day. I woke up tired to no one's surprise, so I used this munchkin holding a Starbucks cup to mark that I went on a Starbucks run. I had money on my rewards card, so it wasn't like I was spending money on coffee because I had already previously spent money on the coffee. So I was like, you know what, treat yourself. And then we were collating one of the mystery kits. It was Ryan, Kirsten, and I, and we were just all sitting there like, we're hungry. And I worked 57 minutes before we all got up and decided we wanted to go to Snooze for some breakfast. So that's what I marked right after the coffee with a label and an emoji holding like Eggs Benedict with heart eyes. So I used that to mark that we went to Snooze, and we were there for like an hour and a half, and I don't know how I ended up managing to still work my 9 hours because I was tired, and now I had the itis, so it was rough. And I knew I had stuff that I needed to do after work, and I was like, I'm not waiting till Thursday to do it, because Thursday I had a whole other like bunch of things that I wanted to do. So after the brunch at Snooze, what am I doing here? Oh shoot, I have the planner right in front of me and I didn't even notice that I ended up changing the label. So instead of the label, I think I wanted a lighter color because that pink was just kind of like breaking it up too much in there. So I used that baby pink quarter box and then stuck the emoji back on top of it to mark Snooze. So after that, I used the shopping munchkin that came on the freebie to mark that I wanted to return the bodysuit that I got in the mail on Monday. And then Bath and Body Works was having $3 wallflowers, and I like somehow serendipitously, I don't know why I really want to use that word all the time, but I don't even think it's like the correct word, but I wanted to, what was I saying? I just, like, the train has left the station and I don't remember what I was going to say. Oh, I was running out of wallflowers. All of the ones in my apartment have gone empty and I only had like 3 to replace them. And I have like a lot of wallflowers around this like 2-bedroom apartment. So yeah, I was like, I don't want to spend money, but why not? Because I'm going to have to buy them eventually. And for $3, that is okay by me. So I use this Bath and Body Works bag sticker to mark, it's from Coffee Monsters Co., by the way. I know it's not an emoji, so I'm mentioning it. I used that to mark that I went to Bath and Body Works, and then I used a Little Miss Papery glitter laptop sticker to mark that I wanted to respond to comments from my video because I really didn't want to fall behind on that. And then I used what did I do here? Oh, I ended up putting down, I think I get rid of that label. I don't know what happened before this because I was staring at my planner while I was talking, but forget all that. I used the girl again with the high pony and the Harry Potter glasses to mark that I wanted to do some more reading. And then I used another, well, I didn't use another one. I used this one last week. I don't know what week I'm on anymore. I used a Harry Potter bear from Grin and Bear It to mark that I wanted to brainstorm a Harry Potter TN. I watched Jasenia's haul video this day, and she mentioned that she was going to do a TN just dedicated to sort of like a Harry Potter themed setup and everything, and I was like, I didn't know I needed to do an entire dedicated TN to Harry Potter until she said it, and then it was like the one thing that made sense all day. I was like, yes, why had I not thought about this sooner? And then I texted Andrea about it and she was like, oh yeah, I was gonna do that too. And I'm like, wait, what? I need to jump on this. So I wanted to brainstorm it before I ended up filling my cart with like everything Harry Potter themed on Etsy. I can't do it now, but hopefully someone gets me a TN for my birthday. Sister, mother, I hope. They're not watching, but like hopefully they get me a TN so I can make it all Hufflepuff themed, and it's gonna be fantastic. Thursday was super fun. I went to go get my nails done with Andrea, so I used this old Scribble Prince Co. $2 Tuesday with the hand holding a nail polish to mark that. And then I grabbed my, what are they called? Oh no, hold on, let me find out what they're called. Okay, they're from a shop called Happy Diet Stickers. They're super cute. Andrea actually gifted me a couple of sheets of these stickers, so I used the one with the blonde girl and the brunette with their shopping bags to mark that Andrea and I went on the true definition of a shopping spree at Forever 21. We were just like so frazzled with what to wear to the Define and Flourish party. Plus, I didn't fit my pants from like before, so it called for a shopping spree. It was super fun, and we were like going on like to like the lower level on the escalator, and we just looked at each other and went, so how'd you do? And it was pretty funny. Next, I wanted to mark that we had lunch at the Cheesecake Factory, so I removed the glitter header right here just because like there wasn't enough room, and I thought if I put a label down it wouldn't look that weird without a glitter header. Shout out to my head. So I used this label. And then I grabbed the larger icon, but then I ended up switching it to the smaller spoon and fork icon just because I thought it fit better in there. I did rip up a bit of the ink on the label, but that's okay. So then I went to work after the Cheesecake Factory, but I marked my hours at the top. And then when I got home, I needed to pack for Houston, so I used my Paper Princess Plans Princess Girl with the blonde hair, one of the smaller ones, and she had like her suitcase, so I used that to mark to pack for Houston. Then I grabbed a munchkin holding up a shirt to write and mark that I wanted to put away my shopping because there was a lot of clothes, and I knew if I came home on Sunday and they were still in the bag and I had to take care of that then, I would have been very upset with myself. So I did that, and then for the last thing of the day, I wanted to get a good chunk of drawing done. I did bring my iPad with me over the weekend, just in case I had time to draw, but I just didn't end up doing that. So I'm glad I got some drawing done at the end of the night on Thursday. So I used a Clever Gal Crafts page flag and then the draw script again to mark that. Friday was the day we left for Houston. I was going to call it Houston because in New York there's Houston Street, but in Texas it's Houston. I don't know. So the first thing that Friday is payday. So I grabbed the little payday flag that comes with the freebie, plus one of the mini dollar sign icons to just mark that. Then I went ahead and grabbed a munchkin that's holding a coffee pot and a coffee mug, and it says need coffee because I needed coffee. My mom woke me up at 7:30 in the morning, and it took me an hour, like an hour-ish, to get to Andrea's house because of all the stinking traffic. So I was like, I'm glad I got some coffee. So I did that. I marked my Starbucks run. I tried to fit the S. It just didn't fit. It never fits. I feel like I've written longer words than Starbucks, and somehow that always fits, but just Starbuck is my thing. Anyway, after that, I grabbed another Once More with Love sticker, this one with a munchkin inside of a pink car. I cut off the little exhaust that was coming out of it just because it kind of took up a lot of room. But I liked the sticker with like the full like side view of the car. So I used that to mark our road trip to Houston, Texas, baby. And then after that, I grabbed one of the larger meal icons and I used that to mark that we went to Brooklyn Meatball Co., which was really, really good. We got it in downtown Houston in one of those like underground, really dope like food court kind of areas. It was really, really good. Then after that, I grabbed a piece of the brick washi. I really didn't need it now that I'm looking at it, but put it in there anyway. And then I put a quarter box over top of it and a Coffee Monsters Co. emoji with the tall person, the adult, and the little baby to mark that I got to babysit little Smushy for the first time, and Andre and Nick got to go on a date. just the two of them together, like I think since Bennett was born, which is bananas. I'm glad I got to be Nanny J for even just 2 hours. I mean, I think it was like an hour and a half, but honestly, I expected Andrea to come busting in through the door like half an hour later with like the food still hanging out of her mouth and being like, I miss Bennett. But he was so good. He fell asleep. I just put on Puppy Dog Pals for him to watch. He like loves that show, and I do too. So I was like, we were just both watching together. But he fell asleep, so it was great. I kept sending Andrea updates maybe like every 10 minutes. So I think she was like half satisfied with her little date. After that, when Andrea and Nick came back, we all just kind of laid in bed, tired from the very long day, and watched Puppy Dog Pals in bed, not for Bennett's sake. Like, we were all just watching Puppy Dog Pals because this show is like amazing and actually kind of funny and adorable. So that was a lot of fun. Around 8 o'clock, I went back to my room because I was tired, but of course I got into bed and I couldn't sleep. I was just like rolling around watching TV, and then I just opened up YouTube and started binge watching Tessa Netting. For anyone who doesn't know who she is, she's like a fandom YouTuber. She was also on Broadway once, which was amazing. So she does like a lot of Harry Potter videos and things like that. So I love watching her. She's so bubbly and positive and loud, and that's like right up my alley. I really like her. So I did that. I think I watched about like 3 hours worth of her videos. The only one I couldn't watch was her going to see The Cursed Child in London because there was like tears in her eyes and she looked so sad in her thumbnail, and I'm sure if I watched it I would have been like like with her. So yeah, moving on to Saturday. Saturday, I just like, this glitter header needs to go because Saturday was a day and a half. It was the day of the Define and Flourish planner event, so it was gonna be like, we did a lot that day. So the first thing I marked using this emoji holding a hand mirror and a piece of mascara and a mascara wand to mark that. In the morning, we got ready, we put our makeup on, got dressed all pretty for the event, and then we went to go get our hair blown out at the dry bar. So I used a Fox and Cactus girl washing her hair happily to mark that. Then after the dry bar appointment, Andrea and I were desperate for some Starbucks, her for some chai and me for some like shots of espresso in my coffee. So we went to a Starbucks, plus we forgot our snacks in the hotel, and dinner wasn't being served till 5. So we just wanted to make sure we were prepared and we were able to last through the event. So we got a lot of snacks at Starbucks. I don't understand why it took me so long to like finagle and figure something out with that one coffee emoji, sorry. But anyway, after that, I grabbed this silver half box and these adorable crafting munchkins to mark the Define and Flourish event. And it was like I said, 10 hours long, so a half box was only fitting. It looks so cute. I love how that whole little situation turned out. Then after that, I wanted to mark the madness. That was when the vendors opened up shop. We were like standing around me by Simply Gilded, kind of like not waiting and starting a line, but also kind of waiting and starting a line. I think I was like starting a mob, so I'm really, really sorry, Irene, but I wanted that Harry Potter, like all the houses washi, and she only had one set at like the event, or one set that I saw. I don't know if she had any extras that she pulled out, and I know they're available online still, but like if it was there, I was going for it. And yeah, they had us all sit down, and I was like, no. We left our shoes at like her little table at one point. They were like, no, go sit down. And I was like, okay. But once they were like, happy shopping, the shopping is open, I booked it to Simply Gilded. I think I was like the second person to check out, but only because the first person only grabbed one washi. With my little like claw nails, I like crane machine, like the crane game, I craned in to get all the house washi, grabbed the Harry Potter, like the red with the lightning bolts and the gold foil on it, and then I saw Allie and the Queen P, she was like, grab the pink rose gold with the white, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got you. I grabbed some washi for Viv, I grabbed some washi for Andrea, and then it was like bananas. but it's so fun. And then I went to Wonton in a Million and completely lost my marbles because I spent like $120 there. I mean, whatever. I didn't have any wontons, so I needed to use them. But anyway, sorry, I used a Fox and Cactus Lily girl going, just take my money, like I need it. It's like desperate looking, crawling on the floor. I thought it was perfect to mark the vending opening. And then the last thing for Saturday that I marked was me and Andrea got pho for the first time. I wrote it in my planner, like that is so funny. I think I'm hilarious. But I used a ramen munchkin because I don't have any pho stickers. So I used a ramen munchkin to mark that we had pho for the first time. Now, sorry, I know I'm like behind. Usually I'm ahead, but now I'm behind. Moving on to Sunday. It was the day we were going to be driving home back to Austin, but not before we did a few things here and there. So in the morning, really early in the morning, we went to the Breakfast Club, which is a really delicious breakfast place in Houston, with Irene, Cynthia, and Mark. So you got a Wonton in a Million, Simply Gilded, and Once More with Love. They're so fun. I've met Mark before, but I've never met Irene or Cynthia, so it was really nice to get to hang out with them and finally get some more Simply Gilded washi and like just start up an entire collection of wontons. So I used a little happy wonton sticker, and then Andrea kindly gifted me, very so kindly gifted me a munchkin peeping out of Simply Gilded washi. I thought it'd be perfect to mark that. Then I went ahead and used a Paper Princess Plans girl once again with the shopping bags to mark that we went to the Galleria Mall. So fun, so fancy. And then right on the right side, I used a an emoji. Well, it's a Coffee Monster's Co. emoji face with the heart eyes to mark that we went to Gucci and your girl got a Gucci belt. Yeah. I have no words. I have no words. It's so beautiful. But I'm gonna move on before I start ranting about that. So after that, I grabbed another emoji with the backpack facing like forward, I guess, but we're seeing its back to mark that we were driving home. And then we had a pit stop at Buc-ee's, and Cynthia had actually made a sticker with a wonton and the Buc-ee's mascot. It's so stinking adorable. Andrea actually gave this one to me because I was like, I didn't grab any of the Texas ones, and then I found out it actually came like on a little freebie that I did end up getting, so I was like, rips. But yeah, so I used that to mark our little pit stop at Buc-ee's. It's amazing. They have like barbecue food right in there, and there's like a holy grail coffee making station, which I had so much coffee this weekend that I was like, maybe I don't. I had coffee at breakfast, then I had coffee when we went like to the mall, so I was like, I think I'm good on coffee. After that, I used a super old school Scribble Prince Co., like super old school, little luggage in the magenta color to mark that I wanted to unpack when I got home. And then I knew I wasn't going to go to work on a Monday, so I could leave everything for that day. I didn't finish planning until Monday. So I just used another one of those high pony Harry Potter glasses girls to mark that I finally finished reading Prisoner of Azkaban, and it was fantastic. Probably better than the first two times I've read it. Prisoner of Azkaban is actually my favorite movie, but now I'm like, is it also my favorite book? I don't know. We shall see. I'm pretty sure Order of the Phoenix or Goblet of Fire was my favorite book. But, I mean, I'll keep you guys updated. So, yeah, that was the last thing that I did for Sunday, and now I'm going to open up the week, hopefully now. Wouldn't it have been great if I could do that on cue? But nope, still writing. Here we go. Putting that little heart in. Come on, Jessica. Flip that open. And here we have the week in full. This came out so stinking cute. I kind of got tired of looking at the pink and red, if I'm being completely honest, but I think this came out super cute. I had so much fun this past weekend, just like being submerged in everything planner related and meeting all new planner girls. I met Allie from Allie's Corner, and I was just like, fangirling over her so hard. She is so funny. She is how I want to be in life. So I was super glad that I finally got to meet her. I got to meet the Queen P. She's a gem. We became best friends. We have the same birthday. She gave Andrea little pea stickers that reminded her of Bennett. It was just an overall like amazing time. I'm glad I got to go. I'm glad Andrea decided she needed a nanny on this trip, because otherwise I would not have gotten to go. But I'm very happy things turned out the way they did. But yeah, I'm just like going off on tangents this entire plan with me. Sorry about that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this plan with me, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye! Also, there will be a haul of wontons and Simply Gilded Washi. Okay, now I'm going. Bye!